Okay. Let's see now then. Right, well, I've given fair spoiler warning for everyone. So, on your own head be it if you didn't want to know this. But the previous fort has fallen already. That's why we can't continue playing. The old fort fell. The slime was just too strong. And well, it was mostly the zombies, actually. But I blame most of it on the slime for slowing down everything. So I wasn't ready for the zombies when they showed up. Akasha, Avak, how you doing? I'm doing very fine, thank you very much. All the more fine for having you here. Now, we are of course going to continue with some more fortressing. But this time we're going to have to set up a whole new fortress. Alright, just as soon as everything's loaded in. Now, is it going to have to... Yes, it's simulating the world. I really like this. Everything is moving along. Sockmund, Avak, if you use the tab with shortcuts and stuff, putting the chat on the bottom left is the way to go. Okay, Sockmund, well, I'll take your advice there, and I shall move it across now. Let me get everything down there. It will get in the way of some of the stuff that we're going to see during this section, but it's going to be a lot faster than usual setup is, because I've already got profiles saved, so hopefully no one will mind too terribly much. But you're going to be treated to a bit of embarkation. We're gonna find a new site. The old one was terrible. It was full of slime. Slime wasn't good for our dwarves. Okay. Hello, Dion. Now, pardon my manners. Hello, everyone in the chat. Have a good stream. Is Dion on the way out? I'm not sure what's going on. Master Mage 22, Avak, may Armok be with you? I certainly hope so. Though not too close. Armok is a fickle god. Right, we're going to go for a smaller setup this time. We're going to be at 3x3, I think. Let's say... Silius, too bad I can't stay. I hate spoilers. I'll watch it on YouTube. And Avak and Dapplings, sorry I wasn't very active on chat in the last days. Many things going on in my life of late. I will be back on the weekend, hopefully. Oh, take care, Silius. I hope things are going okay for you over there. And Mr. Kiwi, Avak, has your new computer arrived yet? No, but hopefully the last part of it will be arriving tomorrow. Now, I want medium evilness, and I want at least medium savagery. I'm thinking high savagery. I don't know why I want this. I'm not good enough at the game to tamper with such things, but I want it all the same. I want high rain, low drainage, so there's plenty of forest. I want flux stone. I don't want an aquifer. That is silliness. I want, yeah, shallow metals, deep metals, some soil, and yeah, some clay. If this can find what I want, I'm going to be incredibly impressed. Go ahead, game. Let's see if you can find what I want. Dirty old hobo. Ahoy, Captain Avak. Happy to have actually caught this. Hello. Did we actually find anything? Were there any sites? Well, there are some partial candidates. Okay, let's browse the results. Is there only one candidate? I don't know what it's talking about partial candidate. I don't see any partial candidates. No, I don't think so. We'll continue looking. Let's put the rain down to medium then and see how we can do with that. Chosen one. Careful with clay, Avak. My last place had nowhere to farm. Ooh, that's a good point, actually. A very good point. Perhaps I should be cautious of the clay. Well, we've got one place that's already shown up. Well, actually, we've got 3 places. Okay, let's have a look at these then. So we've got this one, which has 3 biomes. One which is temperate, wilderness is the surroundings, deep metal, flux stone layer, little soil, shallow metal, deep metal, flux stone layer, trees, scarce trees, very scarce trees, scarce vegetation. Okay. Then we've got this one here, which apparently more or less the same thing. It's just does it in less biomes. Sand desert. I don't know. That sounds bad to me. No, let's head over here, because this is probably going to be crazy and have all sorts of neighbors around. Okay, we've got deep metals, little soil, shallow metal, savanna, mountain, shallow clay. Got a couple of settlements around here. I'm not too certain about this. Let's see if chat has got any advice. Unlucky Minecraftian Avok, why do you have to make a new fortress? Well, because I don't necessarily want to just go and retake the old fortress straight away. I need to leave it a little bit of time. Well, I guess we could try this out and go with the Desert of Tools. I mean, that sounds dwarvish. If you're going to live on a desert, it may as well be a desert for tools. I think I approve. Let's move this around just a tad, though. Alright, we've got this biome, this one, and this one. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one, I think. Leafin, Avek, when should I let my elven brethren reveal themselves to you? Never, actually. They should stay underground until they mutate into a nicer kind of race that doesn't eat people. Okay, we're gonna go with this one, I think. Embark. Now, of course, we are going to prepare journey carefully. We're gonna use my profile, use bare bones, and we're going to see what we've got set up. There's no points left. So we've got, again, competent cook, novice butcher. Okay, that's alright. We've got novice miner, competent mason, novice building designer, adequate stone carver. So we've got miner, mason, stone carver, cook, butcher, woodcutter, proficient carpenter. Got thrasher, grower, herbalist, milker, and shearer. We have also got... Let's see, what else have we got? What are you doing? Ah, this is our leader. Adequate negotiator. Novice judge of intent. Adequate appraiser. Novice organizer. Novice record keeper. And adequate leader. Now, the one thing I did not do is check out what kind of people are going to be around us. So it's going to be a big old surprise for all of us. Garoon, a temperate desert? I wonder what that will evolve. That's actually a good point. Though, to be fair, desert is usually just precipitation. It's got nothing to do with temperature. Tundra is technically a desert because it doesn't rain, or in that case, snow. It's just a very, very, very cold desert. The Sahara is a very, very, very hot desert. Now, this one is a brewer, butcher, and weaponsmith, armorsmith, metalsmith, and metalcrafter. That is all fine. Let us check on the items we have. A steel anvil, once again. We've got 2 dogs. 1 male, 2 female. Male and female cat. A ewe, a ram, a sow, a boar, and we should have 2 turkey hens and a turkey gobbler. We've got some bauxite, plump helmets, yak meat. We've got pretty much everything we need. Taukalp logs, tetrahedrite. Now, there's one thing I would like to check. Anvil. Oh, actually, I'm going to have to take the steel anvil. Oh, do I really want to take the steel anvil off? Okay, we'll take the steel anvil off for now, just to see. If we do that, new anvil. There's only a steel anvil available. Okay, well. If steel is the only anvil that they have, then steel is the only anvil that I will take. Sumi, Avak, name one of the dwarves as Dark Avak. That is craziness. That is absolute craziness. I'm not going to inflict that on the fort. You must be nuts. However, that does remind me, I do need to name all of our dwarves before we set off. So, let's have a quick look at you. We need to find a better way. Okay, what are you like? He personally disregards tradition and doesn't really see the point of working hard. He dreams of mastering himself. Well, that's not going to happen if you don't like tradition and don't really want to work hard. I'm just going to say that now. Mastering a skill takes a long time. But I think... let's see. Garoon doesn't like to work hard. This will be Garoon. There you go, Garoon. And you are our cook. So we're going to be naming you... Oops. We want P for nickname. Foodsmith. There we go. And the ice room, the materials of the tools and stuff is dependent on what materials are available in the father-mother civilization. That is quite true. I was hoping that maybe there was a different civilization of dwarves on the other side of the mountain range, because we're starting quite a ways away from our previous home area. Now this is our miner mason. Let's have a quick look at you then. I could tell you all about it. I'm sure you could. She personally finds herself somewhat disgusted with eloquent speakers and values hard work. She's the salt of the earth kind of dwarf. She dreams of creating a great work of art. She is slow to heal and quite clumsy. She has an iron will, but has poor creativity. Well, that's not so great on our stonecrafter, but okay, I'll accept. Well, let's see. Since Lucky Minecraftian so desperately wants a dwarf, I am not going to give them one, because they've just been spamming that request in chat. So, that's the way it's going to work. This will be, let's see, chosen one. I'm going to name all of the first 7 dwarves from everyone in the stream first. Then I'll resort to using the YouTube list and the stream list as and when. Now, of course, this will be a stonesmith. Now, what about you? Do you have dreams? Tell me a story. He personally finds even the abstract idea of romance repellent. Oh, okay. No, not a lover of dwarves. He dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. Very well. Let's get you named. You are our woodcutter carpenter, so your profession name will be woodsmith, and your nickname shall be Super Lego. There we go, Super Lego. Next. And bear in mind, I'm not trying to base these on people. Of course I'm not. I'm just picking names. I feel just fine. Oh, that's actually good. He personally holds shrewd and crafty individuals in the lowest esteem. He dreams of mastering a skill. He is rarely sick, but he is slow to heal and quite clumsy. He has a great intuition and very good focus, but he has a meager ability with social relationships and an iffy memory. Please tell me you're not. Oh, phew. I was worried you were our leader there. Okay. Well, plantsmith. You know what, fine. You shall be our plantsmith. You will smith the plants. And this one shall be Jarodan. There you go, Jarodan. You are our plantsmith. Now, I'm fairly certain that this one is, in fact, our leader. Right, let's hope we've got a good leader. How can someone be so consumed by hate? Ah, this is good. We've got a leader who is level-headed. She's incredibly tough, but she is clumsy and quick to tire. Well, that's okay. You're going to be in an office most of the time. She has a very good sense of the position of her own body, but she has very bad analytical abilities, poor creativity, and very bad sense of empathy. Oh, balls. If it wasn't for the fact that there would be so much work involved in moving them around, then I would select someone else, but I'm not going to. She personally finds the ideas of independence and freedom somewhat foolish, does not care about friendship, and does not care about family, one way or the other. She dreams of mastering a skill. This is a very socialist dwarf, I think. Shouldn't give precedence to friends or family. It should all be for everyone. And the idea of being independent, no. Now that's not for this place. We will all work and die as one large organism. I can sort of see where you're coming from with that. Okay. Customize. We want you to be. Yeah, Overlord. I see no reason to change this. This one shall be the Metasapia. Metasapia, you are the Overlord of the fortress. Ooh, and you know what? Let me fix that up. There we are. Metasapia, lead us to greatness, or we'll kill you. We may forget to turn off the pump that feeds the personal waterfall in your bedroom. Competent brewer, novice butcher. Very well, Cullet. Let's have a look at you. What kind of dwarf are you? That isn't funny. He personally doesn't care about art one way or another and doesn't feel strongly about the law. Haha, I see. You are probably a good brewer. He dreams of mastering a skill, hopefully brewing. Okay, we're going to get you named. First, your cast a name, of course, Booze Smith. And nickname of... Loser Man. There you go, Loser Man. You are our Booze Smith. Brew us adequate drinks. For now, we will accept adequate. Anything lower than that, and you're going to be sharing Metasapia's drowning room. Competent weaponsmith, adequate armorsmith. So you are our metalsmith, okay. Well, I'm not going to call you our metalsmith, because that is actually a profession name. What are you going to be? Master of metal, I think we had. There we go. And I haven't actually checked what you're like. What's the rush? She personally prefers a noisy, bustling life to boring days without activity and sees no value in holding back complaints and concealing emotion. She dreams of mastering a skill. I like you. You're my sort of dwarf. Okay, let's find someone who is going to be burnt pies it shall be. Actually, I don't like undisclosing the names. There we are, burnt pies. You are our armorsmith. Oh, well, our master of metal. Okay, we're ready to embark. I'm not going to change the names or anything like that. I guess I could, but no. We're just going to strike the earth and let the fates decide what kind of fort we're going to have. What kind of name for our group. I've hit embark, and it's going to take a little while. Oh, that was very quick, my lord. Okay, you have arrived after a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Dobar Madush. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labour comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plough, or hook. Provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the dingo men get hungry. Still bloody dingo men. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. Asënshetbêth. Gravel twinkle, that's actually quite nice. That's very dwarven. I mean, the gravel is twinkling with riches. Oh, I like this. This is an auspicious sounding name. Strike the earth indeed. Okay, now it's paused, which is good. Let's take proper stock of our surroundings, shall we? We are on a 3x3, so it's not going to have too much room around. And this is it, really. My lord. Are there... How... Uh-oh. Trees? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There appear to be a dearth of trees. There are far less than I was expecting when it said sparse. Okay, Alex Lay, I have 2 questions. First, how long are you going to survive? Blah, 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 blah. And can I get a dwarf? Probably. I've no idea what the rest of your question was because I looked too late and it already scrolled out of sight. I think we've literally got some sort of cactus tree. That's all I can imagine this is. Squaro trunk. It's got some fruit on it though. So we've got some cactuses. We have not got a brook. So we are really going to have to use those plump helmets we've got very, very quickly and get everything set up. But I kind of like the time pressure here. I do like it. I also like the way we've kind of got a little natural mouth in our fort. If only it was more of a cliff and less of a rolling hill, I would have liked it even more. Alas, we cannot have everything. Now, because last time I assumed it was dirt and it was actually pools of slime, let me just double check. You pools of slime? No, you're sand. Okay, well, you pass. Alex, I didn't read the full question, let me repost it. 2 questions. First off, how long would you survive if all the team in the... team, I assume you mean tea in the world was gone forever. Secondly, can I get a dwarf? I usually get a gnome, but axes, ale, and beards sound awesome. Okay, first question. At the moment the tea supplies were threatened, I'd probably go on some sort of crazy rampage and kill everyone else so I could extend the tea supplies for as long as possible. But you did ask, once they were completely exhausted, To be honest, I can't even begin to imagine a situation where the tea supplies would be completely exhausted. I'm fairly certain that even if everywhere else in the world somehow didn't notice it, China would, and they would have already built some sort of deep space colony ship, generation starship, to go to another world where there is more tea. Or where tea can still survive. Because, I mean, what? Maybe the whole world had become so polluted that tea couldn't grow? No, I would put my faith in the Chinese at that point. They like tea almost as much as me. They've got fantastically more money than I do, so I'm not going to be building any starships. Right, where are we going to set up? This is a fairly important question, so I don't want to rush. Let's see. Rough-hewn granite wall. Okay. I'm liking it. We are basically on a mountain, all right. But what about some farmland? We are going to need some. There's some sand here, I imagine, or is it clay? Sand wall, okay, we can farm there. This lack of trees really worries me. Sumi, Avak, I think you're going to have to use rock on most of the stuff. Yes, but unfortunately, beds are still only makeable out of wood. I have no idea why the dwarves have an issue with sleeping on a stone bed, but they do. We could dig in here. I'm thinking this makes a nice little entryway, in my humble opinion. And we could just put a roof over it or something. I don't know, see... I would prefer somewhere which was actually a little bit harder to get into. Or get above, really, more than anything. Right, let's zoom up a fair bit, and then we can have a proper look. I mean, there's lots of open space there, but... You know, the more I look at it, the more I think that this would be the best place to put it. In this little area, this open area here. I don't know. That's granite, though. It's going to take a long time to dig out, and we don't have long to set up these farms. Okay. Dark5 Phoenix. Hi, Abbott and chat. What about Soylent Green Tea? I see nothing wrong with this. I think there are plenty of people who would willingly sacrifice themselves so that the tea supply could continue. Those brave heroes. Their noble sacrifice would be honored, even if they didn't actually mean for it to happen. You know, perhaps they just didn't realize how much they wanted to sacrifice themselves so the tea supplies could continue. But don't worry, we would understand that deep down they wanted to, and we would enforce it so that they couldn't then later regret not having sacrificed themselves for the tea supplies. We got your back, everyone. Don't worry. We know what's better for you, even if you don't. No, I think we're going to have to settle somewhere around here so we've got a little bit more farming around. Okay, well, the first couple of things we need to do then. We need to build. And we are going to need some workshops. But first things first, where are the furnaces? Where are you? E, I believe it is. Furnaces, yes, E. We want a wood furnace, and we're going to need it about here. Thankfully, we did bring wood. But we're going to have to make a super, super high priority to get down into... Actually, we should do this by the wagon so that they don't have to haul all the stuff all over the place. We'll set her up about here. Right, so bauxite there. We then want a smelter right by there. Bauxite again. And then we want a workshop, and it needs to be a metalsmith's forge right by there. And the bauxite. Next, we need to go into labours and manage the labours. We need to give our master of metal the wood burning skill. There we go. Is that right? Yes, wood burner. There we go. Right then, that's all I need people to do for now, but whilst everyone else is just, you know, milling around, not doing work and important stuff, let's get every single thing in this area harvested. Gather plants. Every plant must be harvested across this entire map. There are not many, so I expect you'll be able to do it quickly. We've got one tiny little place with water. We are absolutely going to rely on booze. That's frightening. But it is what it is. And Leon Weiss, I think you can put farmland on the lip of the level above your cart and make an entrance on that mouth down south. I could, but I would rather have the farm internal. The reason for that is I've got more cave seeds than anything else. So, yeah, let's see if my dwarves will get to work and start moving things around. Yes, they are. Fantastic. Well done, dwarves. ZPDC10. Avak, you should make a few videos on how to actually play Dwarf Fortress. It's very confusing, and I've tried to learn from others, but they don't make sense. Well, I generally try to go over what I'm doing, and more importantly, why I'm doing it in my own videos. So, hopefully, you should be able to work it out from that, but I'm not sure. Hopefully, you know, I don't know, though. Right, as soon as you've made the charcoal, that's all we need. And then I can start moving things around. Whoa, 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 whoa. What on earth is that? A stray yak bull? What? We've got a yak bull and a cow? My lord, our wagon was pulled by a bull and a cow. You've no idea how uncommon that is, at least for me, to have a breeding pair of large herd, of large like beasts of burden like that. That's absolutely fantastic. That would be the best grazing pastures right here, though. You know what? I'm starting to reconsider putting it down there because it's just sand. You might be right about us setting up around here, but I'm thinking that what we'll do is we'll have a wall going around this to protect our very, very important animals, because we've now got 2 different animals that require grazing. I'm not sure if there's going to be enough grass in here to allow that, but we can try. We can certainly try. Okay. Ebot66, yaks and cows can't breed, Avak. I'm sorry, what do you mean yaks? I've got a yak bull and a yak cow. I've not got a yak and a cow. Let me double check. Have I stray yak cow as in female yak and stray yak bull as in male yak? Not as in, you know, a dairy cow and a yak. Maybe you were confused. I'm not sure. You might actually genuinely mean that, but the way you said cows and yaks can't breed, I think you may just be mistaken in what I was meaning. Now, we're going to want to set up the area for them then pretty soon. So let's get this area up here. We'll extend it out as much as we can, but we don't want it too close to the walls. Let's set it up about here. All the way out to here. Yeah, we'll do that, and we'll move some things around. There we go. Now, this is going to be a pen and a pasture. There we go. Ibot Havak, I'm a horrible fool. No, you're not. There's nothing foolish about that. You just misunderstood what I meant. Right, we want our ram and our yak cow and yak bull. Oh, the milk we're going to get from these guys. That's going to be fantastic. We'll also get wool from the ewe and the ram. And the sow and the boar. I'm going to say that word differently every single time. They can live indoors along with the dogs and the cats and the turkey hens. Okay, that makes sense to me. Let's get them moved around. Now, have you finished doing what you were told to do? No, not yet. Jaradan, milk and tea? Well, yeah. I mean, if the dwarves wanted milk in their tea, they could. And if Dion is still here, that is probably the #1 way to get me to play. Oh, hang on. Can we smelt? Have we not got bituminous coal? We should do. Oh, there we go. I thought we didn't have it. I was getting quite concerned. That would be the #1 way to get me interested in a mod. having tea in it. And not just tea, but lots of different types of tea with special properties, like real tea. You know, it gives us superpowers.